on the enemy base. So as soon as any of the Batchats, even Suicide drives in there to try and spot someone, he will have amazing angles to take down anyone in the base.
Hannibal should be very careful in there because he's right. But he did see the arty. The arty got spotted.
Oh.
They still cannot see him, but he knows what's going on there. He did see the arty.
And there we go, Crom HK with the enemy arty basically from 90D immediately taking down Tsitsu,
And
the
here we
T92.
see some action. Finally, some proxy spotting.
There you go. So here's the proxy spot, the Object 268 versus the Batchat. Well, the Batchat does have the mobility advantage on it, so it can force the object to turn around to face it, and before he does that, he cannot shoot at it. But of course, there's allies that are supporting him. Most likely.
The arty is already focusing the Batchat.
The Batchat on the hill.
Yes, the Batchat on the hill.
Perfect. So I have the camera right here. Hopefully, so
we'll
see this.
See how it goes.
I mean, I don't want to know how stressful this must be for Bobes, because he has one Batchat that can one-shot him behind him and one Batchat that can one-shot him in front of him. So whatever way he decides to turn. Oh, but there we go. The T-57 rushing out. And this is it. This is it. T-57 takes out the Batchat, manages to survive it. The other Batchat will probably go up against... okay, Niemagoszcza decides to take the T-57, but misses his shot. Will he be able to take him out? There we go.
Yes.
Okay, so he manages to take him out. In the meantime, the Object 268 has been dispotted and is still alive. So again, the same sort of situation where we've got these 2 tank destroyers and an artillery left in base. A blind shot going on there. The proxy spot back up. We can now see both teams, and already the FOC 155 from Pentagon repositioning onto the hill, hoping to have more of a sort of maneuverability advantage here with different directions he can go to.
Bobes is going out of the cover. No, stopped again.
Yeah, we can see him.
But he seems like he's trying to go up the hill for the Batchat.
Yeah, he might hope for a bounce on the front of the object. I mean, it's a pretty well armored front. I mean, I'm not sure if he can take that risk because let's just say if he doesn't destroy that Batchat in one shot, it's going to look really bad for him.
Yes. Going back already. Ooh, nice! The T-92 managed to actually catch Niemagoszcza.
Oh wow! Okay, there we go with the blind with a shot from the artillery. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat. Luckily, the camera was pointed the right way.
This means that Posesacze are only left with the tank destroyer, the Foch. Yes.
Yes,
Foch.
exactly. The Foch 155, which unfortunately is not not exactly optimal for them, because the enemy now with 2 tank destroyers and the supporting artillery, even if they do not manage to, even if neither of the tank destroyers manages to take out Pentagon, because he does have a clip, so he can take 2 shots in very quick succession and take out both those enemy tank destroyers. Will
but
he
there's
manage?
still arty.
Exactly, but there's still the artillery
And
that can finish.
a really nice shot on the hill. But I think he wasn't spotted. I think he was spotted, so maybe the team doesn't know, the enemy team
That is
doesn't
very
know
probable.
that he is on the hill.
And he has a very sneaky position here, as you can see in that bush. It's just the barrel sticking out. He's hoping to, ambush someone coming on top of the hill, shoot them once, and then
he
retreat.
might actually do this,
Yeah.
seeing as they are both going exactly his way.
And once he drops down that hill, he should be RT safe as well.
Yes.
So this is a very, very clever tactic from him. There we go.
There we go.
He sees one.
How it goes?
Oh! The FV manages to take him out. And well, finish the game in favor of 90D. So yes, there we go. First game. Pretty tense. Pretty tense.
Very close. So we can see that both teams are very well prepared after playing all the battles to get here to this part.
Oh yeah, I mean,
to the quarterfinals.
Games
Sorry, to semifinals.
Yes, games this close. Yeah, I mean, you can see the teams are really well matched here, and it's the huge carnage and the sort of handicap that 90D had at the start. It was like what, 5-0 or 5-1 at one point?
It was 6-1 at one point.
6-1 exactly. So that's a huge advantage. That's like almost half of your tanks dead, and then just those.
The action of the E100, it was simply amazing. They managed to catch so many tanks and catch up with the damage.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly, and they got I think the Batchats when they were just reloading, so they were pretty much They didn't have anything to defend themselves.
Definitely. I mean, the E100 played there really nice. I guess with their speed, they must have been moving the entire time.
Yes.
So there was the push on the hill, the carnage, and they just went all the time, just move and move. And they managed to catch one tank moving from base to the hill, and then chasing them up. All the, like you said, reloading batchats, really well played, and it worked great for them. So I wonder if, do you think the teams will sort of adjust their tank picks right now?
So far, I can see that the tank pick is actually very similar, but we only have a couple of the picks so far.
Yeah,
at least in this team.
okay. It seems that for my team though, most of the picks are in. But let's. I just want to quickly have a look at the scores here, so we can see the team scores of both teams. So despite despite 90D taking the win here, there's still a ton of damage that was dealt. Obviously, I mean it's just three tanks remaining, but you can see how similarly spread out the damage on all the tanks is. So there were almost on the, for example, on the Posesachi team, there was no tank that didn't do a single point of damage. So apart from our spectators, of course. So
So very pro.
exactly. I mean, the entire team, participating really well, and no one really being sort of caught off guard or missing too many shots. I actually want to have a look at the artillery here. So 9 shots fired. Whoa. Okay, 3 direct hits. So okay, so he damaged 5 enemies with 5 enemies, destroyed 4 using 9 shots. That's definitely not bad in a game like that. And let's see the end.
You need to remember that the splash damage of the T92 is very big and very decent.
That's
So
awesome.
I guess that's exactly why the RT is picked.
Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, 8 shots fired, 4 splash damage. Actually, no direct hits on the enemy. Sorry, on the Posesacha artillery. That might have been a bit of a disadvantage to them. I mean, the 90D artillery played really well, and especially in those crucial moments, managed to take out all the tanks it really needed to. So finishing off those tanks, taking out the enemy artillery really fast as soon as it was spotted, which was really a great move.
How do the tank picks look at your side? Is it done already?
Yep, it seems like the team is ready, and
are there any differences?
yes, in fact, yes, there are. So we now see 4 AMX 50Bs. 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot of bat chats. 6 bat chats if I count correctly. T62As and just 1 tank destroyer this time around.
So they went for the autoloaders. In
Yep.
my case, the teams are very, very similar. The pretty much the only difference is the appearance of Object 140.
Okay.
The rest of the team, it's pretty much the same. Well, there's also one different RT, the French RT tier 10.
Okay.
The Bat Chat.
Very
And
nice.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, so they're
And the RT is of course replacing the T92.
okay. So well, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They worked really well for them, so
Yes.
I don't see why they would change it. Okay, back to us again. So we will go into the game in like 30 seconds. For those of you just tuning in, just a quick reminder: you are watching the Mangled Metal
The semifinals. The
semifinals,
Posesacha versus 9th Tank Division.
9th Tank Division, exactly. And we'll jump into the second game of this best of 3, which is currently 1-0 in favor of 9TD, and see if Posesacha can bring it back this time. Hopefully they can. I mean, it's always good to see, tense matches where it's 1-1, everything's on the line. Both teams are, at the peak of their sort of attention, adrenaline, and everything. It's always good to see.
We'll see how it goes, because so far Tankowa Dywizja didn't lose a single game until the quarterfinals.
Okay, so that that sounds dangerous. I mean, they sound like a really strong opponent. So basically, they went 2-0, yes, in each of their matches so far.
Yes, minus the quarterfinals when they lost 1 game versus Pirates, the PTS
exactly.
Buccaneers.
Okay. So wow, they've been
Practicing a lot.
yeah, they've had a lot of practice, and they've been doing really well in here.
Also, before in the previous round, they managed to win with the winner of previous Mango Med, or the 4th edition, the Gubi POs,
Okay.
which is really amazing.
Right. So they've had a difficult road up till now, it seems.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Well, it's working great for them. So let's see this time around what the what the teams will do here. Posesacha going for a similar tactic here, rushing with the bat jets, with the AMX 50Bs following them as closely as possible. Of course,
They will be very surprised with all the bat jets of the 9th division going for the island, not the hill.
Oh wow, no spots so far, so they must know something is up here. There we go.
Exactly, there are
only
some spots.
Yes, there we go. The bat jets are spotted now. Damage coming out. Will they be able to survive this? Will this be a good move? This is looking
Doesn't
dangerous.
look so good for them so far because they didn't deal any damage and they are already. They did lose one tank so far.
Yes, it seems.
Just getting there.
Exactly. That is big, bro. But then again, this is also a pretty good position. So if they manage to get all of their tanks here, we see those shells landing in the water behind them. But shots coming from all around, because right now you can see the tank destroyers positioned a bit further behind, and the entire batjets, which you cannot see right now, basically hiding in this corner here.
Yes, and the heavy tanks are already going to the hill very, very slowly. The E100s and
there we
the
go.
T57 heavy.
We can
Two
already
of
see
them,
them.
I think.
I will switch to the hill.
And there is some spot on one of the batjets.
Yes, so we see the batjets here, and we see the enemy E100s slowly crawling up the hill. So a similar trick, I would say, from 90D again, sending the heavy E100s into a different location as the rest of their tanks, using the speed of their tanks to gain a good position, and sending the E100s to sort of distract the enemy. So let's see how they're going to do. So what? Yep.
Main group of the batjets is on the island with very good position. The tank destroyers are located near the lighthouse, yes?
Okay.
With the heavy tanks pushing up the hill slowly, waiting for the right moment, I believe.
Yeah, it might actually work out for them, because the heavy tanks with support from tank destroyers might be able to break through, but we can already see this line of death in here. The tanks just turning left and right, the AMX 50Bs taking some shots on the batchet. The batchets just peeking over the hill. Oh, and there we go. The E100 manages to take out the T62A, and further shots raining down on the AMX 50B. He cannot see the people firing on him. He's turning back, but too late. So again, 90D.
There's also the Pentagon in his Foch getting damage.
Oh wow, taking massive damage from the E100s.
And he's down.
There we go. So this very nice pincer maneuver here.
Now they are pushing up the hill, or no?
Okay, we'll
I think
see
they
here.
were spotted and going back, afraid of the arty shot.
Oh wow, a guy
now
set
they
on
are
fire.
pushing again.
So we've got the batchets here battling on the island, the heavy tanks pushing up the hill. Let's hope we don't miss any of it. So it seems Posesacha managing to take the advantage here from the batchets, but one of their batchets going down, and two of the 90D batchets going down as well. But there's more here. So it's 2v2 right now, and both both pairs of batchets need to reload. In the meantime, I'll switch here to this battle.
On the hill we can see that the E100s and the T57 heavies are pushing, they are damaging slowly the tanks, they are not rushing into there. They
Definitely,
are
and
just slowly trying to get one shot after another.
But it seems that the batchets on the hill doing crazy work there.
E100 is done.
Yes, Coffee CZ done in his E100. Well, let's see. Currently, it's still in favor of 90D, both in terms of sort of health pool and crazy heavy E100s here. They can still.
They can really play those E100s.
Yeah, really well. And the T57 heavy manages to take out the batchet, but right after that, it gets taken out by another batchet from Posesacha. Okay, it seems to have calmed down a bit, but shots still coming around the E100 here. Very careful to take some shots, but potentially not be damaged as much. Whereas we have the entire Posesacha team pretty much stuck on the hill right now, with one single batchet of Lercio there in the distance.
Which means that in the end,
Oh,
the
yeah.
tank division won the battle for the island.
Exactly, and it seems right now that Milos on the object 268 taking out Lercio, so that means the entire Posesacha team, minus the RT of course, which is still in base, is stuck on this hill right now. I mean, the hill is a really great strategic sort of position to be, but right now it seems that they kind of don't know what to do with it.
It doesn't look good for them at all.
Definitely. So
especially with those batches that can just go for the RT. I think they are, however, not so sure if there is somebody else sneaking in there.
yeah, so where's... Oh, there we go. There we go. A nice coordinated push from the E100s. They were spotted, were already on the hill, so no help from outside of the hill will come here. And the first T62A goes down. And E100 is pretty low, fighting against 2 batch jets. He gets
There's
taken
the
out the
50B coming from the back and taking the E100 down.
okay.
But he's taking massive damage and he's gone.
Wow. Okay, so
With the help of the bat jets from the island.
the batch is doing amazing damage in here right now. Posesacha not looking so good here. They're driving around the hill. Sheepmaster takes a massive shot while driving by the hill from the E100 in there. It seems like this might just be decided already. I mean, I never like to say that because there's always chance and it's always great to see amazing comebacks. But right now, Posesacha are just driving around, taking massive damage. But the T-57 of Bobas really shot up in
Very
there.
low.
So what do you think? What's your bet? Who'll take this home?
My heart says Tank Division because they are doing so good. Really, I mean they are amazing. They must have spent a lot of time preparing.
Yeah, I think because this is I think a new team. I mean we don't recognize them that much. I don't recognize the team name. Maybe they've been in some of our tournaments, and the Mangled metals are spaced quite far apart, so it's sometimes hard to to follow
them.
to follow the teams. But they seem like a very strong contender right now. So they managed to so Posesacha here managed to regroup their last remaining bat jets. I mean,
And they are going up the hill. And they will face the tank destroyers. Or not so much.
oh,
They
there we
already
go.
managed to
Oh,
escape.
the-
But they are turning and going for them. To support the heavy tanks that are up the hill.
oh, but the E100 was facing with their back to him. Artillery shot
Now the tank destroyers are coming on their back. I think this is already decided.
seems so. Yes,
Yes.
the bat jets had a nice idea to get up there and take out the
They
E100.
completely didn't expect the tank destroyers to be there.
Exactly. So
They were going just for their RT and
they
managed to turn in time.
they basically got boxed in.
And we see a lot of GGs because this battle was really nice.
Really nice. So that leaves the RT. I mean, like I said, I don't like to say when games are over, anything can happen in here. The T-92 with a massive splash, all the enemy team comes in as one big blob and they get blown up
Yes.
at the same
This
time.
is exactly what will happen, I'm pretty
This
sure.
this is what I would love to happen. Okay, so the T-92 already got hit, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. 90D taking the win here decisively, not so decisively in the first game, but very decisively in the second game.
Well, in the first game they deceived them and made them believe that they will win it, already having 5 tanks advantage.
I
Obviously.
suppose, yeah, I suppose that was their plot, like make the enemy feel overconfident and then
Yeah,
crush them.
exactly.
I mean,
They won't expect this.
exactly. I didn't expect it. I mean,
I didn't expect it either.
with such a big advantage on for Posesacha, it seemed like the deal was sealed for 90D. But yeah, like we said before, anything can happen. So right now, though, the second game went really well for 90D. I mean, here they've made very few mistakes, I would say. I mean, they did
Yes.
lose some of those bad shots, but that was hardly a mistake. I think
That
they
was
was
a very brave move. They didn't expect it, honestly.
exactly. So I
They
think
went through.
Yeah.
And we have the winner of the second game as
okay,
well,
who is
which
that?
is VPU, that managed to win against Leet.
Okay, so lead, not so lead, and there we go. I mean, it seems
Yeah,
like
but the VIP, obviously
Okay,
the VIP
okay.
with the premium stuff.
maybe.
Gold
Oh,
shells, gold
Oh.
consumables packed.
come on. But well, in all honesty, everyone uses those for the tournaments.
Of
Although
course.
with tier 10s, where it's not that much different. I mean, there are no premium tier 10 tanks yet, I believe,
No, there's the
There's
special one, only the
from Clan Wars, right?
M60, I think it's called. Something like that.
I don't have, like I said, I don't really I'm not allowed to participate in Clan Wars with the Wargaming clan. So
But
so
soon,
soon,
in the second campaign.
I still probably won't be allowed to play. It's tier 6, it's too high.
Oh,
Deception said it's if it was a tier 1,
Maybe we could trust you with the low tractor.
yeah, if we already won a battle, you could pretty much you could drive the low tractor around, but anything higher than that, I'm out of the game. So
Maybe next time.
maybe next time, I have to maybe try and take part in Mangled Metal myself, because why not? I'll be watching the stream, commentating, and playing on the other team.
Look how awesome I am.
It's like, oh, I totally know where they are. I'm gonna play artillery. Right. So jokes aside, this was a pretty fast game actually, but it seems the other one was fast as well. So right now we will take a very short break to set up the next round, which will be ninth,
9th Tank Division and VIP EU.
and that will be a best of 5
Best of 5
final of the season 5 Mangled Metal. With
And it will be played on Abbey.
it will be played on Abbey. There we go. How nice is it to have a person who knows what's happening? I mean,
For a change.
that's so good. That's so good. I mean, when it's me and Berbo and or Bump, it's just, you know, it's crazy stuff all the time. Like, who's playing? Oh, this team. No, wait, that's not Super 6. It's Easy 8. Oh, okay. Jokes aside, pew pew. It's
Pew pew.
so good. Okay, so let's go to a break, and we'll see you guys soonish for some more action in the Mangled Metal.
See ya.